I'm not sure about you, but I was completely caught flat-footed by ChatGPT and similar generative AIs that have exploded into the market in the last year, such as the art generation tool Midjourney. I feel like I have whiplash at the speed of advancement in this field and the tools to use. At first, I thought this was an aberration, but when you look back to 2017, it's a little easier to see this change coming due to the advent of a deviously simple algorithm called transformers. It's what the T stands for in GPT, Generative Pre-trained Transformer. You may have heard of it referred to as deep learning or a neural network. There are nuances, of course, but the important takeaway here is to understand the impact of this technology on the field of AI and how it, within a few years of discovery, created an exponential curve in progress. Prior to transformers, the field of AI was fairly silent. You had your natural language processors over here, your speech synthesizers over there, and your art generators doing their own thing. The dynamic at the time, due to the isolated nature of the research, was that each subcategory of the technology was making incremental progress in their niche rather than contributing to the greater whole, which resulted in slow advancements. Then transformers came along and completely flipped the paradigm. Think about it as swapping out the engine that powered the technology with one that was more generalizable. Whether you are in art generation, code generation, or whatever, it's all just a type of language, which can be learned with the proper inputs and incentive structure. Here's how it works. You set up what you want the AI to pay attention to, some expectations, and a reward system for accomplishing a task correctly. The task is often one of prediction based on data fed to the model. Take ChatGPT, for example. You feed it an almost unfathomable collection of text data, and then you give it incomplete sentences and ask it to complete them. If the output is accurate and it accurately predicts the next set of words, it gets a thumb up and is rewarded. If not, it gets a thumb down and tries again. This process creates a raw, pre-trained model, which can then be fine-tuned by something called reinforcement learning from human feedback, or RLHF. You probably remember the story of Pavlov's dogs or Skinner boxes from your undergrad psychology class, and the idea is fairly similar for RLHF. You have humans rate and evaluate outputs from an AI system, like ChatGPT, so the system can better predict the type of response the user is looking for. Like clicker training for AI, transformer technology allows for a simple process of pre-training a model by asking it to predict the next whatever, words, musical notes, images, in a series to get it good enough, and then further improving with human feedback. Lost in a digital